I want to play this clip and then show how it was actually proven in the paperwork, and we overlooked it.
Tonight in the arrest of Memphis rapper Pooh Shiesty. He and 8 others are charged with kidnapping rapper Gucci Mane. Shiesty's father, Lontrell Williams Sr., and another Memphis rapper known as Big 30 appeared in federal court today. Action News 5's Caitlin Miller was in the courtroom in downtown Memphis. So Caitlin, fill us in. What happened today?
Yeah, Joyce, so they're actually still in there, but what I can tell you is that a special agent from the FBI, Marcellus Hobbs, from the Dallas Violent Crimes Task Force, took the stand, and defense attorneys for Lontrell Williams Sr., Pooh Shiesty's father, and Rodney Wright Jr., also known as rapper Big 30, asked Hobbs a key question. Is there any hard evidence, like video surveillance, showing either man possessing a gun or threatening anyone? And Hobbs said no. He also testified that no concrete evidence was found in Wright's car or Williams' homes when they were arrested. But even so, the judge ruled there is still probable cause for both men and all defendants who appear today based on cell phone data, outside surveillance video, and victim statements that stand uncontested. Right now, we're still waiting for the detention decision, so we're watching to see whether they'll be held or released as we move forward. Thanks, Joyce. This is Caitlin Miller, Action News.
You know how y'all just sit around on Saturdays wondering about making some extra cash? Hit that QR code or tap that link in the description, and there you go. That's free cash. Went up to $500 a month just earn, not even win. Earn up to $500 a month. Just by hitting that QR code or tap that link in the description. I'm going to put $5 on your account anyways. You know, the service is a Nash, free cash, SETI Nash. All you got to do is pay, play, games to get paid. Number 2 in the Apple Store, number 3 in the Google Play Store for a reason. Let's get back to the content. Well, let's do it this way. Let's actually look at the paperwork and see exactly what they said and what's missing. And I'm going to tell y'all something. There was something that was said on this channel, and y'all all owe me a thanks. Wrote it. As R.D. and Williams Jr., Williams Sr., and Wright exited the recording room, the remaining subjects, Waters, Rogers, Johnson, Glover, McDaniel, and Gibson, produced handguns or AR/AK style pistols and began to demand property from BP and MM. BP was pushed onto the couch in the control room, while an individual known to BP as CMO Danfool, Ed, part of Williams Jr.'s crew, later identified as Rogers, searched his pockets and stole his wallet. BP's chain and a necklace bearing a moniker 1017 were stolen from his neck by another subject he knew as Grizzly 375, later identified as McDaniel. During the robbery, McDaniel repeatedly, we're going to read this real quick. According to BP's statement to law enforcement, he witnessed Wright pointing a cell phone at RD inside the recording room, but assumed at the time that Wright was taking pictures for social media. Threatened to shoot BP for moving, but Williams Jr. instructed McDaniel not to. BP further identified an individual he knew as Baby Slime 375, later identified as Johnson, as being involved in the kidnapping and robbery, and that during the control room robberies, Johnson possessed a firearm and held BP and others at gunpoint. Both MM and BP identified an individual they knew as KD, later identified as Waters, as also being involved in the kidnapping and robbery, possessing a firearm and holding them at gunpoint. MM was choked from behind to the point of nearly losing consciousness during the kidnapping and robbery, resulting in scratches on his neck and wrist below. MM was robbed of his Rolex watch, a Louis Vuitton bag containing multiple high-dollar watches, Apple AirPod headphones, and his wallet at gunpoint by Glover. MM confirmed his Louis Vuitton bag, AirPods, and wallet each had an Apple AirTag, a location tracking device attached. MM later told law enforcement that he was able to identify his robber by the Instagram handle Twin CMO, later identified as DeMarcus Glover. MM provided investigators screenshots of the last recorded locations of the Apple AirTags, specifically the last location for the AirTags on the Louis Vuitton bag and AirPods was off the Dallas and then it's going to basically do some other shit. But as the altercation inside the control room ensued, Wright walked over to the studio door in the lobby, closed it, and blocked it with his body, preventing the victims from leaving. CW and TD, the victim's security guards, watched Wright barricade the door and attempted to force their way into the control room, but were prevented from entering with handguns drawn. CW and TD managed to partially open the door, but recognized that they were outnumbered by the armed target suspects. RD was pushed onto the couch in the control room, causing the victims to believe they were going to be executed. Williams Jr. placed the barrel of a firearm to the back of BP's head and ordered him and RD to leave the room and the studio through the west entrance of the office building. RD then instructed CW and TD to escort them to their vehicle. As the victims left, MM turned to Williams Jr. and asked him if they really were taking his watches. They took my rings, they took the Rolex. I looked at their brother and said, damn, what's next? Based on the later recovered surveillance footage, the target suspects left the studio and the office building through the east entrance at approximately 4:48 p.m. Yeah, I thought I spent some money that was lied to, and it turns out no. And it turns out I'm gonna have to put out a video that's gonna piss the internet off. If you listen closely to that last freaking bit of Courtroom / BS they was on, there's that. But I assumed that they were going to do certain things that they actually didn't do. Pooh Shiesty and them might be the lucky sons of bitches that ever existed, because just off these charges. So here you go right here, right? Everybody in here is charged with kidnapping, conspiracy to commit kidnapping. 18 USC 1201A and 18 USC 1201C. Now remember, as we discussed in the last video, those carry life sentences. My whole entire argument was, where in the world are the freaking gun charges? So there will be robbery and all that crap on the second superseding indictment. But as it stands right here, the reason why there wasn't, and they just basically finna rush off hearsay anyways, is because they could never prove it. So it says, I, the complainant in the case, state that the following is true to the best of my knowledge and belief on or about the dates of January 10, 2026 in the county of Dallas in the Northern District of Texas. The defendants violated those codes. So yeah, we had to look at this all over again, and bro, what a mind-boggling thing. That's not enough for a conviction. No. All they have is after. They don't have the crime on camera. Wonder why. Well, niggas mad at me for having a damn panic attack. I'm like, I did. So now the charges look like they gonna be working. Pooh Shiesty has to do this. I feel like my homegirl when I say, I'm not a lawyer, but Pooh Shiesty and them gonna have to mess around and get a speedy trial. They need to put this in motion now. Don't wait on it. Don't do anything. None of this crap. Hey, you need to get on the jack. You know what I'm saying? All of this shit, your homeboys need public defenders, whatever they got to do. This needs to happen now. All that's going to end up happening is theft, assault, robbery. That's about it. His homeboy is going to be screwed out, but who's to say that they actually did this? You're going off of words. If we going to battle this out, bruh, I'm sorry. Where's the actual proof? See, it's not about what you know, it's what you can prove. So yeah, one of those individuals, all of these individuals and all this crap and everything like that, bruh. It seemed like the Seti Nash first story is the more believable story. Because they can't prove shit. Yeah, y'all proved there was a business meeting and things were supposed to be set up and all this shit and everything. But y'all don't have that footage. Y'all got hearsay. Now, hearsay is enough to get people convicted. Go check out Scott Peterson and Lacey Peterson for that murder that happened in California. Hearsay is enough to get you convicted, but it better be some damn good hearsay. Has to have other factors. Right now, we need that speedy trial. 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 I know y'all wonder, Nash, why is you throwing up the 6th? That's your 6th Amendment right. Speedy trial. The feds overplayed it. So, time to do the remix. FDO, first day out, and now my contract. Gucci Mane, you have a lot of people vouching for you to say that, yo, if you owe hymns, Gucci Mane to let go of Young Thug, Nicki Minaj, Walker Flocka, everybody, man, and they owed him money, and they let him go. Man, watch out. I ain't rocking with Gucci Mane after this, bro. Because you should have allowed him to get about the deal. But they overplayed it. Crazy shit. We are 20K away from these 2 things giveaway. Make sure you subscribe today, comment, and like every freaking video. I don't want y'all to miss out on this because this is going to be the last giveaway that we do on this channel. Hey, on this channel. Now, the Reloaded channel, I'll probably do 4 of them on the Reloaded channel when we get to 100K. But, hey, this one and this one, giving away at 20K. So make sure you like every video, comment every video, hype every video, and be a subscriber. So that way you don't miss out on it. You have to like every video, comment on every video, and share every video. Hype every video now. Yes. Yes, you had to do that. But we told y'all they're gonna have to drop them charges and hit them with the robbery charges. This video proved it without even having to know that. Click right here for that or click right here for that. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Well, right here's the playlist, my bad. That's the playlist for y'all to get through your day. But if you want to get to the specific video, click right here. I'll catch y'all in the next one.